Welcome to the 2021 Spirit of AIR virtual celebration. I'm Deborah Holloway, Executive Director of Arts in Reach. Thank you for joining us. This event celebrates our collective perseverance through one of the most challenging years of our lives. Our mission at Arts in Reach is to empower teenage girls and gender-expansive youth through inclusive, creative community. As teens participate in AIR's arts-based programs, they gain self-confidence, resilience, and social and emotional skills they need to thrive in education, careers, and life. Like you, AIR adapted to the unprecedented circumstances posed by the pandemic. We recognized early on that teens needed social connection and mental health support long before these were named as the second pandemic after COVID. As COVID restrictions increased teens' social isolation and mental health challenges, AIR continuously provided free arts programming, mentoring with professional artists, and home-delivered art supplies, food, and devices for access. We expanded our age range of our programs and doubled the number of program opportunities we offer teens. Today, we serve teens in 6th grade through college. We could not do this without you. This Spirit of AIR is dedicated to you and your support of youth empowerment, especially during their teenage years when they need us most. We are proud to offer you a glimpse into what it's like to be in an AIR program by showing you teens making art together and with professional artists. Your donation today makes this magic happen for teens from across the seacoast.
Today we were creating natural mandalas, and so we were taking things like leaves and sticks and flowers around us and creating a mandala out of it. So one thing I really like about AIR is it's just a nice environment to be in. When I first started out, I was very nervous because I haven't been in a group like that before, and I'm very used to groups like that being very cliquey or judgy. But when I first came to AIR, they were actually all very accepting, and it was a very open environment, and everyone was really nice to each other, and it actually felt very genuine.
I definitely felt more comfortable at AIR. Just kind of knew that this is where people were excited to see me, and having that feeling of someone being excited to see you is really exciting to me, and that's why I want to be a teacher.
Life gets to be really overwhelming sometimes. When I started AIR, I wasn't in such a good place, and it helped me to have something else to think about when I was depressed.
Many AIR teens have experienced bullying, and they have often felt that they have had to suppress who they are and what they think and feel in order to fit in. And so AIR provides that open space that supports them, allows them to take what we call safe risks through the arts in a way that is non-judgmental and doesn't include competition.
So I could be myself and not have to be part of this personality that I created at school, but my own authentic AIR self.
I'm doing a lot better mentally, and AIR's been a part of that, having somewhere that I can go when I need it.
It's especially important to be able to find people to relate to and have role models and friends and such to look up to, and have an environment where they feel like they can be open about themselves and not scared, and a way to build confidence, really.
AIR is about empowering women. That's helpful because a lot of the time we're treated like we can't. It's helpful to know about all the women that have done amazing things.
It's just like a way for people to like get to know each other and like other artists in the area around them, make friends, and just like find a way to express themselves in the way they want to and in a way that's fun.
As you can see, AIR programs are special. They build a safe and supportive community where teens can express themselves and reconnect without judgment or competition. Without your support, AIR could not have served over 2,000 teens from across the seacoast over the last 24 years. Without you, we could not have given 60 teens this summer the opportunity to express themselves and reconnect with a caring community of peers and adults. Connection and positive social and emotional experiences like those gained through the arts are essential for teen healthy development and well-being. Your support makes teen empowerment possible. Please make a gift to AIR today and improve teens' lives. One of AIR's most ardent supporters over the past 10 years is our 2021 Spirit of AIR Honorary Award recipient. Glicka Kaplan has been a tireless leader of AIR since 2011 and was board president for 5 years. She is one of the most gracious, kind, and caring people you will ever meet. When I told her that she had been chosen for this award, her reaction was, "How can we honor the teens, teaching artists, and staff?" Glicka's selflessness characterizes her leadership style. She has served a number of organizations across the seacoast. She is a trustee for the Newcastle Public Library and is on the board of directors of Kids 5 and Over. She was a former volunteer director and chair of the board for the Children's Museum of New Hampshire, president of the Birch Tree Center Board, and trustee of Portsmouth Public Library. Prior to dedicating her energies to volunteerism, Glicka was an educator of the deaf at Dondero Elementary School in Portsmouth. In April 2018, Glicka told the Portsmouth Herald, quote, "If you have the time and wherewithal and family support that I do, you just have to get out there and do something." I am lucky to have been named executive director of AIR while Glicka was president of the board of directors. AIR has become a more resilient and stronger organization because of Glicka. It is truly my pleasure to name Glicka Kaplan the 2021 Spirit of AIR Honorary Award recipient.
If you're lucky enough to know Glicka Kaplan, you also know everything there is to know about Arts in Reach, because Glicka has taken the time to tell you about what AIR means to her personally and what AIR means to hundreds of young women who have gone through the programs on the Greater Seacoast. For Glicka, service, philanthropy are as natural as breathing. At a young age, volunteering and philanthropy were instilled in Glicka by her parents, and they modeled these values and virtues. And Glicka grew up knowing that helping community members was just what you did. You helped someone stand when they couldn't stand on their own 2 feet. And she has done the same for the Greater Seacoast for decades and decades through her service. I was having a FaceTime chat with Glicka just recently, and in her true selfless fashion, she said to me, "I don't know why I'm getting the Spirit of AIR Award. I don't know why I deserve it. I think it's the artists who should be honored." And what Glicka didn't connect was it's only possible to honor our artists and to have our programs because of what she's done over the last decade as a board member, as board president, and as a true champion in our community for Arts in Reach. She said to me, "Virginia," in her little Southern drawl, "all I do is show up and I do what I'm told to do." But that's exactly it. She makes it sound like it's second nature, that everyone has the time to volunteer. I truly believe that our most valuable commodity is our time. And when we give our time, we give the biggest gift. And that's what Glicka does day in, day out through her service. She gives her time. She actively shows up. And yes, she does just show up and she does do what's told of her. But so many people do not. To Glicka, volunteering is like breathing. But through her volunteering, she gives others air.
Glicka Kaplan truly embodies the spirit of AIR through her generosity, hard work, and deep compassion. As a longtime board member and past president of Arts and Reach, Glicka was always in the audience cheering the teens on at all the showcases. She also was chatting up all the parents at our 5K Air Walk. And whenever there was any work to be done, Glicka was there, whether it was stuffing hundreds of envelopes or planning a fundraiser. During my first year as Arts and Reach Executive Director, it was tough for me, and I was having a hard time financially to meet our budget goals. And I was crying on Glicka's shoulder. And she just looked me in the eye and said, "Just breathe, just breathe." Then she left me and went off to her yoga class. Later on that very same afternoon, Glicka comes back to the office with a big check, and it was enough for us to fund our AmeriCorps Vista for an entire year. So Glicka is truly an inspiration to everybody in the community, and we're very fortunate to have Glicka serve all those years on our board. And I want to just congratulate her. She really deserves this award. Congratulations, Glicka.
The Spirit of AIR Award was initiated 4 years ago to honor a person of great enthusiasm and support for Arts and Reach. I am honored to receive this award, but honestly, I have to say, I'm a little embarrassed. Being a supporter of AIR and on the board of directors has given me great satisfaction and so much pleasure. That's the honor that I give and have for myself. I've watched this organization, Arts and Reach, grow for 10 years. I've been able to see our girls go from creating their own paper mache, their own visual art pieces, from watercolors to clothing, fashionable clothing. I've been able to see them sing, and I have been able to see them create their own writings and their own songs and their own poetry. Those have been so inspirational, and they have given me such heartfelt glee when I see them present their work and when I see them perform. I have continued to watch our staff develop also into unbelievable listeners for our participants. They have chosen unbelievable talent, art teachers who have taught our girls and who have helped them bravely perform in front of audiences sometimes that they don't even know. I have appreciated the constant development of our organization. The honor for me has been to work with a board that walks the talk, that also listens to one another. We have grown as a board of constant givers and doers. AIR has been able to give our girls a family. I grew up in a family of 5, and we were the constant entertainers. We thought of ourselves as the other Beach Boys. I learned to be a backup singer. I learned to be a public speaker. And I learned to be the advocate that I am today because of my supportive brother and sisters. Arts and Reach gives our girls, our participants now, and our alumni past, a family, a group of friends, a group to participate with and to lean on. Like my family, they help one another become the best that they can be. Our alumni and our girls now have stuck with AIR, and that's what I want to do for many years to come. I want to stick with AIR. I appreciate the honor that you're giving me for my work so far.
Thank you, Glicka, for all you do for youth across the Seacoast and for AIR teens. As the Spirit of AIR celebration comes to an end, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the AIR Board of Directors, our volunteers, our staff, and teaching artists for your deep dedication to empowering teens. I'd also like to thank you, our donors, corporate sponsors, and grant funding community for making teen empowerment through the arts possible. Our theme this year is The World We Want. It's inspired by a poem by Alice Walker that begins with the line, "It moves my heart to see your awakened faces." We hope this event has awakened you to the essential need for teen empowerment, especially in the wake of COVID. We also hope it inspires you to make a gift to AIR and help teens become strong, resilient adults who give back to their communities. Go to artsandreach.org to make a donation that will improve teens' lives and our community. Join the AIR Amplifiers by making a recurring gift, and consider including AIR in your estate plan. These are all ways to ensure that AIR is here for today's and future generations of Seacoast teens. Thank you for joining us and for carrying on the spirit of AIR.
I am better now. I can raise my hand and sing and dance and laugh. Play this song with all the feelings I have. I can speak my mind and give and give and give. Help each other, know we all can live. Oh, I can speak my mind and give.